Hello, viewers. Today we're going to be speaking with Nicola Thorpe, who is the Business Development Manager for Ramsey Healthcare, a private institution providing private healthcare throughout the nation. Nicola, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Firstly, I want you to speak to our viewers and just let them know exactly what private healthcare is and what it entails.
Okay, private hospitals are outside of the NHS, outside of the National Health Service. They provide independent healthcare services and a range of different specialties, so things like hip replacements, but the whole range of surgery that you might have in a normal district general hospital, you can get in the independent sector.
Right. And in your role as the Business Development Manager, what do you do?
Okay, I cover a region, the eastern region of Ramsey Healthcare. So Ramsey Healthcare is actually an international organisation with hospitals in Australia, Indonesia, France and throughout the UK. The eastern region of the United Kingdom is the area I cover, and here we are in Sawbridgeworth in Hertfordshire.
Yes. Because a lot of people have varying ideas of what private healthcare is and a concern that the standard is in the NHS. But I know Ramsey Healthcare, even lately, as recent as last October, won an award for good customer care. So you're telling us that this is something that people are even increasingly taking more and more on.
Oh yes, private hospitals have very high standards. We have to remember that patients can choose to come to a private hospital or not, and obviously we take the care of our patients extremely seriously. All our hospitals are regulated by an organisation called the Care Quality Commission, which is a government body that looks at standards in healthcare. And Ramsey itself has its own policies and procedures to make sure that standards are really high.
Yeah, so you're looking at standardized care that is monitored by the same kind of monitoring you get across hospitals around the UK.
Absolutely, yes.
So someone in the street today, a viewer from our program thinking, how do I go about accessing private healthcare? How does this start off?
Yes.
There's an interest, how do you go? Where do you go?
Okay. Well, the bulk of our patients will have private medical insurance.
Right.
This is something that some people get as part of their benefit package through their work.
Okay.
Other people will pay for private medical insurance, which you can get through an insurance advisor, and then pay a monthly premium, and then you're covered for a range of procedures. Other people will self-fund their treatment, and this is something you can sort of dip into and dip out of. So if you have a particular clinical concern, or perhaps if you need something like cosmetic surgery that isn't available through insurance, you can pay for that yourself. And that's called self-funding.
So this private insurance is totally different from the national insurance. I just want to
Absolutely, yes. This is an
Right.
additional premium that people are paying to get additional benefits of private health care.
Right, that's great. And that is something that a lot of people need to probably see now and see what options are available to them in health.
Yeah.
Because you hear in the news about waiting lists and waiting times, and from what you're saying, this gives the very direct alternative that people could actually look into and see how they can manage their health.
Yes, for many people, the short waiting times are the big advantage of going privately. You can actually access hospital care really quickly through the private option. Often within a few days of being referred by your family doctor, you can be in seeing a specialist.
Okay. With these insurance packages that people can get, is it for any kind of treatment, or are there specific types of treatment? So can someone just have the flu and walk in here, or would there, what exactly would be the range of treatments?
With any insurance, I think you can pay for what you need, really. Obviously, some of the more comprehensive schemes will offer more comprehensive care and offer a wide range of services. Some of the cheaper private medical insurance schemes will have limited cover. And if somebody has already got a complaint, then often the insurance company won't cover that because it's a pre-existing condition.
Right. So oftentimes they'll be assessed to see what exactly is there, and then you can have this kind of a pay-as-you-go.
Yes, absolutely.
Arrangement.
So if you're not insured or you can't be insured for a certain area, you can buy that healthcare as and when you need to. Yeah.
Taking a step back, why do you think people in today go for private healthcare? What would be the reason behind it? Is it something that anyone could think about, or what do you think are the reasons that make people go for private healthcare?
I think it's very accessible to people, and much more so now than perhaps 20 years ago, where private healthcare was seen as something that was only available to the rich and famous. And now our patients are from every walk of life, and people come in just for the different care that we offer, actually. So having a specialist looking after you, feeling high standards of customer care looking after you, and also the fact that patients are nursed in single rooms with an ensuite bathroom. That's a nice factor for many people.
Oh, sounds like a hotel already. I think because, as you rightly said, the perception in the past was that private healthcare really was for the elite and the affluent. But from the way you're talking about things and the kind of people you see, the range of people, it is available to everyone, and people could actually access it for a minimal amount of money.
Yes, it's about choice, isn't it, and where you want to spend your money. And for many people, their healthcare is more important than anything else. And so getting access to really top-class professional care, getting better quickly is more important than anything, and they're prepared to spend that money to do so.
Yes, I think, this program particularly gives our viewers choice, making them understand that there is choice to health, and you just don't need to sit down and ruminate on an issue, but you can have a choice, as in going private and seeing someone quicker, seeing a specialist, and in the best environment that could help healing.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, that is fantastic. I mean, coming back again to your role as a business development manager, do you actually market directly to people, or do you market to providers of the healthcare? Can people get information directly from yourselves, or do they have to first go to the insurance companies before coming to yourself?
Okay, as a bit of both, really. We let the insurance companies know the range of services that are available within Ramsay Healthcare. We also let the GPs know. So your family doctor needs to know the services that are available in a Ramsay hospital, and also directly to the patients. So we spend money on advertising, and we arrange seminar evenings and things to let the public know about the things that we do here.
Fantastic. And as you said, Ramsay Healthcare is known for having hospitals all over the United Kingdom. So it's a name that we could really look at, especially with having a customer care award. Is something we know definitely you can get quality service from.
Yes, Ramsay is one of the leading private healthcare organisations in the UK, so very well known, hopefully, within the industry. The Customer Care Award, I think, was backed up by the fact we offer within Ramsay something called premium care, which is an additional sort of standard of extra benefits for patients that are going private. So, they get better treatment. So
That's, that word, better treatment, is exactly what everyone would really want. People want to be treated nicely, but also get the quality in it. Thank you very much, Nicola. Because when we come back, we'll be speaking to the Regional Director for Ramsay Healthcare. Don't go away.
babyshowercentre.co.uk, your one-stop centre for unique baby shower favours. All your baby shower needs is just one click away. Log on to www.babyshowercentre.co.uk for varieties of baby shower products. Baby shower decorations, baby stroller fun, baby shower party wear, baby nappy cakes, gifts, and everything you need to have a great party. We have taken care of every single detail down to the cups, plates, and napkins. Baby shower made simple. Plan, buy, party.
welcome back. Now, to talk with us about private healthcare is Mr. Richard Parsons, who is the Regional Director for Ramsey Healthcare in the East region. Richard, you're welcome.
Good morning.
Just talk again about, or we're elaborating on private healthcare, seeing what exactly people get from private healthcare. There's this notion in the general public that private healthcare kind of saps the NHS. In your opinion, how does private healthcare balance things out with the NHS today?
For patients, it's all about choice. And for the NHS, it's all about being able to treat as many patients as they possibly can. What the private healthcare does is to allow the patients the choice, and because they are going into a different sector, they are saving the NHS money at the same time by making that choice.
Right, because you use the word they're saving, because a lot of people actually think the NHS must pay for them. When you say saving, how does that really relate? How can people relate to that?
Well, if a patient didn't come into the private sector and use their medical insurance or go self-pay, then they would go through the NHS system and cost the NHS money for their treatment. This way, they go through the private sector and don't need to access the NHS, and the saving occurs from there.
Right, especially if they're paying a little, not as, because the payment might be payment in cash now, but payment in discomfort is also an issue, especially if you have to wait long times to receive NHS treatment. But the flip side of that is saying, okay, I pay my national insurance, so why should I then go pay private healthcare? How do you balance such an argument?
We tend to just say that it is all about a patient choosing what's right for them. If they want to choose their consultant, if they want more time with that consultant, if they want a choice of times when their treatment takes place, then they can choose the private sector. If they choose not to have that, then obviously they can access the NHS as normal. It's all about choice. About
choice, yes. And choice is such a significant thing today, because choice will determine to what level of care and service you get. Coming into this environment, what is the level of clinical expertise that you do have?
We have a very high level of clinical expertise. All of our services are regulated by the Care Quality Commission, just like the NHS. And there's a report that's published every year on the website for patients to see in a very open and transparent way. Where we're different is in what we offer the patient. We have single rooms. We are absolutely focused on their personal dignity. The food is an a la carte menu. And there are a number of other added touches that makes the whole pathway for the patient very smooth, very simple, and very easy for them.
Yeah, what you said is quite right, because knowing that the environment, even as a young one, they want to be in their mother's care, the most comfortable environment for them to recuperate. And being in such an environment would definitely add on or even speed the convalescence process for them to come back to good health. So from what you're saying is the environment also plays a good role in the whole process of treatment, which is good.
It's a natural thing, is it not? That if people feel comfortable, if people feel relaxed, their treatment is better and their recovery is quicker. Our focus is when a patient is better is to get them home where they want to be, not for them to sit in a hospital. And we do everything possible to make sure we achieve that through the quality of the food, through the extra nursing care that we put into their treatment while they're in hospital, and through ensuring they have access, the family has access, the relatives have access while they're in the hospital.
Earlier on, Nicola, your colleague, told us about some of the range of activities and the range of treatments that they can get. Can you elaborate more on what other types of treatments we can get here?
Well, it's a complete range of services for treatment of the whole body, effectively, from cosmetic surgery through to orthopedics for bones and joints, for eye surgery, ear, nose and throat, That's a number, gynecological procedures, a whole range that a district general hospital would offer.
Oh, so similar to that. I mean, I hear today you have more day cases and things tend to move at a faster rate in such situations.
That's very true. As medical expertise improves over the years, procedures become quicker and quicker. And our focus is, when a patient is better, to get them home as quickly as possible. If we can treat them as a day case, everybody would prefer to be home at night if it is medically safe for them to be there.
Right. In summary, I mean, what would you tell our viewers, somebody just out in the street thinking about making choices for health? What would your advice be regarding private healthcare?
I would obviously research the market to look and be sure that you want to make a choice of private. You can come to Ramsay Healthcare at any time to ask questions. We have an inquiry handling service that will answer any points that a member of the public has. Ultimately, it's about whether you want that range of choice for yourself, or whether you want to access the NHS system. We won't force it, we will be very open with you, and above all else, we'll be focused on your recovery if you choose to come to us.
Okay, so you've told us about the comfort of care, the choice, the dignity, but tell me, is it that once you've gone private, once you're forever going to be private, or would you be able to go back to the NHS if you needed to? How does that work out?
It's a very good question. We pride ourselves on continuity of care, and that effectively means that you can have one episode of treatment in the private sector, and then at any stage choose to go back into the NHS, as is your right, or come back to us in the future if you choose to do so. There is no pressure on you either way in the future.
Thank you very much, Richard.
Thank
And
you.
our viewers today, we have been so well informed on private healthcare, especially from the auspices of Ramsay Healthcare, who provide private healthcare all around this country and as well in Australia and in France. So when you do go out there to look at private healthcare, do look them up. Their website is now shown on the screen, and I'm sure you can get more information about private healthcare from them. Thank you again, Richard.
Thank you.
Well, viewers, in our program today, we have seen that private healthcare is a real and tangible choice that every individual in the United Kingdom can make towards determining what kind of treatment they receive, specifically what environment they will be in and the kind of level of care they should get. Earlier in the program, we looked at where you could get private healthcare and what kind of ways they come through. They come through insurance companies who provide a range of services. And with these insurance companies, one really needs to look at the detail to see exactly what is provided within each package, and is wise to have to look at that first before delving into whatever private healthcare information comes to you. Also, when you have made that choice, you also need to think about where exactly you can obtain this healthcare from. How local, or is it regional? Something like the Ramsay's Healthcare provide healthcare across the nation, and that also ensures standardized care. With the kind of experts you would also receive from the National Health Service, private healthcare goes to supplement what you already receive. And from our discussion, we realize that you don't have to be stuck on private healthcare. You can get a bit from private healthcare and still take some more from the NHS. You don't have to, and you're not going to be compromised while going into healthcare from the private sector. But intrinsically, the private healthcare provides choice, which is what we on this program want you to have. Choice in the type of treatments you get, where you get the treatment, and the kind of environments you get the treatment from. They provide the expertise which you would get, and also they give you a whole picture of the healthcare at the time you want it and at the rate you want it, unlike what you get from the NHS. But we should not discount the services that the NHS provide, because they form the backbone of the health provision for the populace of the United Kingdom. Also, from the discussions, our experts show to us that healthcare at the private sector is available to everyone. when you look at some of the prices we've shown on the premiums, you can see that these are things that can be planned for so that health provision is available to everybody. You can make that choice if you want to. The choice really is yours, and that is exactly where we'd like things to be. And until we come your way again next week with another interesting and exciting topic on health and the choices you can make in health, keep living in good health. This is HealthWize.
babyshowercentre.co.uk, your one-stop centre for unique baby shower favours. All your baby shower needs is just one click away. Log on to www.babyshowercentre.co.uk for varieties of baby shower products. Baby shower decorations, baby stroller fun, baby shower party wear, baby nappy cakes, gifts and everything you need to have a great party. We have taken care of every single detail down to the cups, plates and napkins. Baby shower made simple. Plan, buy, party.